Welcome back, and joining us on the show now is Colin Shah. He's MD Kama Jewellery. Colin, hi, thank you for joining in. With gold so volatile and near all-time highs, how is the jewellery demand and investment demand looking like right now?
Thanks, Manisha. So due to, I guess the threat of tariffs and everything which is happening globally, gold continues to be a safe haven. We are seeing a lot of physical gold actually being transferred to the US from UK. And there's a slight shortage in global markets about getting physical gold. The investment demand continues to be strong globally and in India, keeping in mind that I guess between the dollar and gold, these are the two safest havens maybe left globally. So we're not seeing any dip in investment demand for gold. Actually, even the exports have been significantly double-digit higher in the month of January for gold jewelry.
For the Indian retail jewellery markets, how is that looking? Because there are reports on how that is not doing so well.
Indian retail has been slightly soft. Again, that's due to the high gold price. See, our consumers, used to buying at dips. It's a little evolved, I would say, gold consumer, since they've been so much into investment buying since many, many decades. So every time there's a dip, we see a slight, I guess, increase in walk-ins at retail stores. And whenever the gold rate goes up, they are in a wait and watch mode till the gold price stabilizes. So right now we've seen this spike from 2,700 levels to 2,900 levels in the last few months. And the minute the consumer sees that at 29 or 3,000 levels it stabilizes, I think Akshay Tritiya onwards, the Indian consumer will be back to buying gold in a big way.
Colin, also talk to us about the prices itself. I mean, as you said, when prices stabilize around 2,900 or 3,000 for that matter, because when you look at various reports, we're looking at a range anywhere between 2,500 on the lower side to $3,300 an ounce on the higher side. What's your own range for this year?
My own range is that the 3,000 level will come quicker than we think it is. We last year, I would say Diwali time thought that, we may reach 3,000 by this Diwali. But I guess with the change in regime in the US and with the way Mr. Trump's been going about tariffs, gold has been going up. It's in a bull run, 3,000 levels. Now we think will be before Akshay Tritiya. So it looks like it's going to cross that barrier in the short term, not so much long term.
All right. Colin, for a company like yours, where you are into gold and diamond and domestic markets and exports and lab growns as well, how are you positioning yourself with so much uncertainty, not just in the global markets, but some bit of that in domestic markets as well? So what really is your vision for 2025?
See, our vision, thanks. That's a good question. But not only me, but I guess most jewelry manufacturers, see, we're probably that generation which saw in our 30s and 40s, many stable years where gold used to be at 325 and natural diamond prices went up 3 and 5% every year. But since the last decade, I guess we're now used to volatility in gold, natural diamonds, price volatility, and lab grown coming in a big way, and gemstone pricing going through the roof. So as a manufacturer, what we're doing, and we continue to believe strongly in, is design is still key, whether it's any category of jewelry. So we continue to invest heavily in design and work closely with our customers on co-creating exclusive collections which excite the consumer, because jewelry as a category has only grown year on year. We're also seeing a big shift towards premiumization and customization. So as a company, we're definitely part of that whole universe. And another thing which I guess, Kama and most manufacturers are doing today is they manufacture gold jewelry, platinum jewelry, silver jewelry, natural diamonds, lab grown, and gemstones. So if you're
And is that diversification really good, Colin? Does that keep you afloat and in profits?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
It does. It keeps us afloat. It keeps us profitable, sustainable, and we are able to quickly, I would say, adapt to the changing consumer also globally. See, it's not only our industry; it's the consumer also. It's all about the consumer at the end of the
Sure.
day. And globally and in India, they're changing much more rapidly I guess, across industries. And our industry is no outlier to that.
Colin, what we hear in the past many quarters now is most of the companies increasing their presence in sense of number of stores and a number of themes and designs, etc. In a market like this, how is that working out?
See, in a market like this, like India, we are still, I would say, if you take the large chain stores globally, they would have typically between 1,000 to 2,000, 3,000 stores in a particular country. In India, we're still seeing even the largest chain at 400, 500 stores. So I think there's, scope of growth considering our population size of easily being at least in 1,000 to 2,000 doors, as long as you're in every metro and B and C town in the main street, high street, or the mall. So there's still, I think, long runway in terms of number of stores which are going to be opened in our industry.
Colin, you talked about various kinds of various precious metals in sense of jewelry as well. So with gold prices where they are, have you seen silver jewelry do better than silver articles and silver artifacts?
See, there's separate categories. So there's a consumer who wants to buy diamond jewelry, and whether that's natural or lab grown, and they will buy that category. There is a consumer which buys polki, and they buy polki and natural diamond jewelry. And then there is a consumer which is only buying gold jewelry, and that I would say is the majority in India today. 80% of the jewelry being sold is still very much yellow plain gold. So that customer is not the same customer for silver. Silver is a little younger profile, teenagers, college going. And I guess once they reach a certain threshold in income level, they move to gold. So we're not seeing cannibalization of silver into the gold category, but silver by itself is growing tremendously, not only in India, but globally, because of the versatility that it offers in terms of designs. There are many kinds of, especially in the fast fashion segment, kinds of jewelry, which is only possible in silver. So that itself is giving the whole category a big boost.
Great one, Colin. Thank you so much for joining in. We'll reach out to you when we need either silver, gold, or white gold jewelry as well. Manisha, thank you for taking us through with that conversation. We take a short break, come back, focus on the markets once again. Nifty's just about moved into the red.